Hello, I'm Mayor Cheryl Brothers. I'm here today at the Fountain Valley Senior Center, and I'm here with Prem Balani, who is the president of the Fountain Valley Community Foundation. We're going to hear more about that today. Because we are social distancing, I am going to take my mask off. Hi, Prem.
Hi, Mayor.
Thank you for sitting down with me today. Can you share some of the history of the Community Foundation, how it started, and who are the players now?
Sure. First of all, thank you for allowing me to participate in your weekly meetings. We appreciate it. So what I've learned from being on the foundation is that the foundation was formed in 2007, shortly after the 50th Fountain Valley City celebration. And there were some funds that were left over, and I believe that City Council had decided that the funds would be used to help and build a nonprofit in the foundation, which would be the nonprofit arm for the city. So that's how the foundation was formed. And initially, I'm not sure how many members there were, especially on the volunteer side, but they did have a board. And we're honored to say that we still have a couple of those board members as representing the foundation. They're Barbara Mons and Glenn Grandis.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have a good group of people.
One of the things we learned at the 50th anniversary of the city is we have some very generous donors in the city who can only contribute funds to a nonprofit foundation, which is not what the city is. And that was part of the reason that we formed the foundation, so that we could create that venue for organizations such as that who have restrictions against who they contribute to. And so the Community Foundation truly represents us as a community. We have so many committed volunteers to make us special. I'm always excited about the events that the foundation puts together each year. Can you share some of the events and the annual signature events?
Some of the events that we have in the city and partner with the city are the Nathan 5K Fun Run that we do early in the year. Then we also have the poker charity event that we've had for quite a few years and have generated a lot of funds for different nonprofits and provided different grants to individuals. We've also had the Fountain Valley Sports Hall of Fame dinner where we raise funds. All of these events are done with a lot of help from our volunteers. And you were asking me earlier how many volunteers we have. We have about 125 volunteers, and of those, about 40 volunteers are very active. Mm-hmm. And we also have 13 board members. So in all, I would say we have about 140 people running these events throughout the year. And collectively, we put in about 2,500 to 3,000 hours a year. So we have those events, and then we also have Summerfest that we take part in. So those are our highlighted events for the year that help us provide the funds to help the different nonprofits.
I know that you put on really wonderful events. The Foundation Volunteer Group meets here at the Senior Center on one Thursday a month. We're not able to meet right now, but when we're able and when we get back to doing large events, we will come back to meeting. Anyone can volunteer for that. You don't have to register or sign up. You just look at the city's recreation website and the dates will be posted on there. And all you need to do is show up. And we ask you to volunteer at the events, but it's not a requirement. By showing up, you certainly know what's coming up in the city. So I personally enjoy all the events. I participate when I'm here and always happy to support. So I know you do other great programs too. Can you talk about some of those programs that you
Sure.
do?
Well, we do have some great programs, and again, we partner with different entities in the city. One of the couple of the programs that we partner with the Fountain Valley Fire Department are the Fountain Valley Prep program, and basically that program is to help our community and our residents be better educated when there's an emergency. So we partner with the fire department to provide any funding or any assistance to do community outreach. The other program that we do is towards the holidays. It's called the Spark of Love, and basically what that is we try to generate toys, whether it's through funding or people bringing in toys. We collect these toys at the fire department in different areas in the city, and we donate those toys to the different nonprofits and community groups. So those are our two very good programs that we partner with the fire department. The other program that I'm really proud of as president of the foundation is our Honored Heroes Banner program. And that program, we have two different programs built in with that program, and it's to honor our veterans that are currently serving in the military. And family members could reach out to us, provide a picture of their loved one that's in the military, and we'll put that banner up on one of the city light poles and honor them for serving our country and helping our community. And that's at no cost to the family member. And last year, I'm proud to say that we started a program to honor our veterans. So if there are any veterans out there that we would love to hear from you, we have tried to reach out to most of the veterans in the city to get their approval and their name and their branch of service. And we put their name and their information on a banner. And we display those banners by Veterans Park near the Fountain Valley Library. And we are in the works to put up another 4 or 5 banners with 10 to 12 names each on the banner by November. So we have quite a few banners up there, up on, is it Los Alamos Street? Los Alamos Street. Those banners are already up, and they've been up for quite some time, and we're getting ready to put another few banners up.
That's terrific.
And of course, and all of this is at no charge to any of the veterans, their family member, residents of Fountain Valley.
So it's a great opportunity to recognize people who are currently in the service. That's our individual banner, and those veterans who have served.
Exactly.
And their name would be listed with others who have served.
Exactly. And it's a program that we're really proud of, and it's a program that, of course, it's near and dear to all of our hearts, and it's a program that we try to raise a lot of money for, because we don't want to charge any of our family members any fees for this program.
So programs like this is what some of your fundraising events where you are able to add to your treasury, this is something they cover.
Exactly.
Tell me some of the other events that you have covered in the past. I know events are not happening right now like they were, but things like grad night, the car show. Is there a list of other things that you sponsor? E-Waste
is another program that we're currently not doing, but we will be hopefully in 2021. A lot of people have a lot of electronics and shredding that they need to get rid of, so we'll bring that back.
I think we're missing not only Summerfest, which is one of our biggest events for the year, which was scheduled and planned around the city's incorporation anniversary, but things like the poker tournament, the 5K run, we're just not able to do those.
We're just not able to do those.
Yeah. So
even as you mentioned, the car show, and you would think the car show is outside, but it generates Fortunately for us, it generates a lot of people to come out, and we want to make sure that people are safe. And the individuals that run the car show, Pete Hawk, Ken Vela, they've been very understanding of the requirements currently, and been working with us to rearrange the car show for 2021, and it'll be bigger and better.
So some of the organizations that need your help still need your help. So if there are people in the community or anywhere actually who want to contribute either in kind or cash, can they do that now, and how would they do that?
Definitely. Well, thank you for allowing me to do my sales pitch. So all of these programs, as you know, require funds, and they require time and effort. So you can contribute in one of two ways. Of course, if you have the time to volunteer, you can sign up at fvcommunityfoundation.org and volunteer, or if you want to be a board member, those spots are also available during the beginning of the year, and that would be on the city website as well. If you do not have the time to volunteer, we would love to have some sort of a donation, and you can also do that through our website, fvcommunityfoundation.org, or you can drop a check off at the senior center for the benefit of the foundation. And these funds will be used directly for these programs, and these programs in turn help our other nonprofits that we are partnered with in the city, and provide grants and scholarships as well. The board is still meeting every third Thursday via Zoom, and we are still coming up with different ideas on how to enrich the lives of our citizens in Fountain Valley. And we're coming up with brand new ideas and opportunities. So we're still doing the work. But we're doing it in a different fashion.
In a different way, as many of us are.
Right.
Yes. Well, I'm looking forward to being able to volunteer at some of these events again. They're not only well attended, but they're very well organized, and I want to thank the foundation for that. So I'm looking forward to that. And yes, my electronic waste is piling up. I imagine people have done some cleaning out, and maybe shredding is piling up. So as soon as we're able, we will schedule another one of those events. So is there anything else that you'd like to add today?
Well, I would like to thank Mayor Brothers. As you all know, that one of the other events that we didn't talk about was a camp out, and our mayor is a pillar at that event, and she is a veteran. What would you call yourself, Mayor? With setting up the campfire.
Well, I would like to say I'm a fire starter, but right now with what's going on in the state, that may not be a good title to have. But yes, I enjoy watching families around a campfire, making s'mores, sometimes for the first time. And I've done that so much of my life that I'm surprised there are still people out there that have never done that and never had one. So it's truly a joy, and it sells out so quickly that you know that it's a very well run, very exciting event, and everyone enjoys it.
Yeah, and everyone enjoys you being there. I do also want to let you know of a couple of things that we've done post-COVID. As you know, that we just had a drive-in event, and that was a big hit in the city. So we brought Fountain Valley Drive-In back. So it's back, and the excitement that it generated inspired us to do another one. And we are working on another drive-in for Halloween weekend, around the Halloween time. And we'll have more information out on that. And I guarantee, I think this is going to be just like the camp out. It's going to sell out immediately. So keep an eye out for that, and bring your friends, your family members, and we'll do a safe event and have a good time. And then we've also in this world, we've done masks, and
Yes.
we sold these masks at the drive-in, and they sold out.
Oh, terrific.
And we're working on a different mask also to help with the foundation fundraising events. We have a local vendor that's working with us, Elemental. They've been great, providing us with masks and ideas. So thank you. But those are the events that we're currently working on, and I appreciate you having me here to talk about the foundation and bring it in front of the city.
Well, we're happy. We're happy to do that, and eager to have everyone in the city learn more about the foundation. And by the way, that drive-in movie event was such a fun event. Families stayed in their cars. Families who could parked backwards in their pickup truck and sat in the back of their truck. They brought dinner. It was truly a well-planned event, and I have no doubt that it will sell out this time.
But kudos goes to our Parks and Recs department.
Yes.
They put a lot of work in for that, and
Yes.
and we were appreciative that we partnered up with them.
Yes, and now that they've done it once, the learning curve may not be quite
Right.
as steep next time. But yeah, so look for that on the city's recreation website and purchase your spot because they are limited, and I expect it will sell out. So thank you again.
Thank you.
So I want to thank you, Prem, for coming with us today, and for the foundation being a large part of keeping Fountain Valley a nice place to live. Thank you. I hope everyone survived on these hot days. I know it's been hot at my house. I haven't ever had air conditioning here. Normally we don't need it in Fountain Valley, but I began to wish I had. But prolonged exposure to excessive temperatures may cause serious conditions like heat exhaustion or heat stroke, and you should learn the symptoms of those. Here are some recommended precautions to prevent heat-related illness, as we will expect more high temperatures in the future. Drink plenty of water. Don't wait until you're thirsty. Wear light, loose-fitting clothing. Stay out of the sun if possible. And when in the sun, wear a hat, preferably with a large brim, and use sunscreen. Avoid strenuous activities if you're outside or in a non-air conditioned building. If you're working outdoors, take plenty of frequent rest and refreshment breaks in a shaded area. Never leave children, elderly people, or pets unattended in closed cars or other vehicles. Even with your engine and air conditioning running, that car still heats up. Check on those like neighbors who are at high risk to make sure they are staying cool. That includes our seniors who live alone, people with heart or lung disease. You know who they are. Stay cool indoors. With the next wave of fire, our fire chief, Ron Cookston, shared that Office of Emergency Services engine, that's the state engine, left Fountain Valley again on Sunday for the El Dorado fire in Yucaipa. They are being led by Fountain Valley Battalion Chief DeKellis, with 22 firefighter strike teams. It is going to be a long fire season this year. We have been exceptionally pleased with our crews and leaders of the Fountain Valley Fire Department. I'm very proud of our firefighter force for working so hard and continuing to set the example. Residents of Fountain Valley are invited to attend this year's fire department open house, which is scheduled for Saturday, October 10th at Miles Square Park from 10 to 12. Please enter at Brookhurst and Heil and follow the signs through the park. We're asking that all residents stay in their vehicles to comply with social distancing guidelines. This week's Fire Prevention Week campaign is Serve Up Fire Safety in the Kitchen. Information can be found at the City of Fountain Valley's webpage at City Hall or call Fire Administration at 593-4436, and that number is on your screen. All classes online registration is open and classes will begin on September 9th. Let's stay active. The City of Fountain Valley is committed to finding new ways for you to stay active and engaged during these challenging times. And that information on those classes is on your screen. Fountain Valley School District is back in session this week. The first few weeks will be virtual. Then they hope to transition to a hybrid or blended model. All elementary schools will reopen in an AM/PM hybrid schedule on Tuesday, September 22nd. All middle schools will reopen in a rotating day hybrid schedule on Thursday, September 24th. Students are also offered full year virtual as an option due to the uncertainty of COVID-19, and that information is on your screen. The Fountain Valley City Candidates Forum will be held on September 14th. It will be televised live and recorded for replay on Spectrum's Channel 3 and the city's website. Questions have already been prepared by the forum's host, who is the Fountain Valley Chamber of Commerce. If you haven't done so already, it's important to complete the census. And at this time, we can't forget, with everything else going on, it's mosquito season. So check outside for standing water and toss it out. We're getting closer for Orange County to move to the next level in the coronavirus restrictions, but we can't stop now. So remember to continue to be vigilant, wear a face covering when you're out, wash hands often, and stay 6 feet apart. Until next time, stay safe.